Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's FMA Hockey. I don't know, I'm trying to stay calm because it's exciting because we got 3 games for you tonight. This first one is the Riptide taking on the Albatross after the faceoff draw Malloy into the corner, the captain of those powder blue Riptides. Puck flicked out of the zone by Paulson, way up into the air, gloved down by Petersburg. Petersburg into the zone, shot on, and a save from Wahlberg, and that gets us a whistle. Face-off coming up to his left here in period number 1. A first period that is brought to you by Fargo Nerd Night. It's like a TED Talk with beer. 3 speakers present whatever they nerd out about while the audience drinks along. Check them out on March 21st at 7 p.m. in the cellar below the Front Street Tap Room or at fargo.nerdnight.com. That's NITE.com. Be there or be square. Puck flicked out of the zone here by Brissonette, then slung right back the other way by the Riptide. Pass here for G. Roy. He's pressured at the blue line, turned over, worked towards the net by Schuler, but swept off his stick, headed back the other way now. Cross-ice pass for Lee. That one's tipped ahead. That one's going to roll all the way into the zone, hunted down below the goal line. Worked free by Brissonette, but a good defensive play sends out to the corner. Riptide have it here up the boards. Not out, though. Under 14 minutes to go here, period number 1. Turned over at the blue line again. Into the offensive zone, Petersburg. It's a shot on, but it's off a stick, and it deflects way up into outer space. So that'll give us a face-off coming up now. 13:44. Still to go, period number 1. Both teams set to the draw. Face-off is away. Shot off the draw by, I think that was Steinbach. Josh Steinbach right off the face-off. Gets one past Wahlberg. That's your first goal tonight. That's going to go to the Riptides. That one's going to come at 13:42 here, period number 1. Face-off is away. It's poked all the way down. Wahlberg has it. He lines it up, slings it back. Blue line not out, though. Malloy, a quick shot. Blocked out front into the corner. Gilbert working towards the net. Brandvold freeing up the puck, working it to center. Hunting after it. And it's going to go all the way down for an icing call. This icing call being brought to you by Urban Toad Media. From business cards to billboards, headshots, commercial and product photography, Urban Toad Media produces quality marketing materials that reflect the high standards of your business. Make a statement with professional graphic design and photography from Urban Toad Media. Visit urbantoadmedia.com. Resch flicks it out of the zone, fights after it up the far boards, works his way towards the net, gets a shot on, gloved down though by Neeson. So face-off coming up now out of the Riptide end. 13:08 still on the clock here in period number 1. Face-off is away. Worked all the way around the boards. Tyler Kari first to it. Kari has it, plays it up and along the wall. Outlet pass here, but nobody can get a stick on it. It's on net, so Wahlberg will have to tee it away into the corner. That negates the icing. Played up the boards. Turned over, though, right up front. Schuler a shot. Wahlberg a save, and that one way up into the safety netting. Oh, it's hanging there. It's hanging there. It's still in the safety netting. No one can get it out, so we're going to have to get a new puck. Puck lobbed over the scores table glass and back to the face-off dot for the draw. Brandvold wins it to his winger. Paulson hustles after it. Played down low. It takes a bit of an awkward bounce, though. To the blue line and offside just a bit early. So another face-off coming up here at center. 12:32 still to go, period number 1. So far in this one, it's Riptide 1, Albatross 0. There's Cornette racing in. At least I think it's Cornette. If not, it's a guy that looks a heck of a lot like Cornette. Tyler Kari below the goal line trying to free it up towards the net from Schuler, but it doesn't go through. Puck still loose out front. Save Wahlberg extending the toe on the pad to keep that one out. Here's the Riptide out of the corner, trying to cycle. Kari calling for it. To Kari right out front. Oh, and just out of the reach there of Leisring. That one's going to roll all the way down, so that'll give the Albatross an opportunity to change. They get some fresh skaters on. Riptide recover out of their own end. Played to the point, held in though by Ostapina. Now worked around the boards. Quinnett after it, or if not Quinnett, at least a guy who looks a lot like Quinnett. Schuler here from his own end. Moved up the boards looking for Steinbach. Steinbach flicks it ahead into the offensive end. Out front for Petersburg. A shot saved Wahlberg. Puck loose though. And it trickles right back to him. He'll get a glove on that. So face off coming up now with 11:27 still to go here. Period number 1. Face off away. It tips to the far wall. Malloy fighting for it. Put her on the boards by Ostapina, intercepted by Gilbert. He tries to drive the net, but sticks, poke the puck away to the point and trickling out. Riptide out of their own end. Played back to center. Disrupted at the blue line. Flicked the other way. Here's Brandvold in. With Malloy back, Brandvold working towards the net. Can't quite pull the handle on it. Malloy can't get a clear. It's into Brandvold's skate. Now up the boards for Steinbach. He's got some space. He takes a look here, rink wide for Gilbert. Gilbert now through neutral ice. He's got Pronch now on the far wing. Gilbert in. Tries to get a shot away, but he's tied up by Klukin. And Wahlberg will put a glove on that one for another whistle. So here we are. 10:33 still on the clock. Period number 1. Both teams shuffling some players, get some fresh legs out on the ice. Faceoff is away, it kicks into the corner. Off the boards towards the net now. Back door shot, oh, it tipped out front, but Wahlberg on the save. Up the wing here, Klukin fires along the glass, it rolls out the center. Frazier hustles after it. Frazier in, weaving, swatted away by Schuler and into the corner. Riptide look to regroup here. It takes a weird bounce off the glass, tipped by an Albatross player in front of the bench, so no icing on that. Wahlberg tees it up here for Klukin. Sam Klukin hustling through center, gets it ahead to Frazier. Frazier a shot, blocker save Neeson, puck to the corner now. Gresh battling for it, it turns over the other direction. Kari has it out to center. He'll spin away from pressure, look to set something up here, far wing. Turned over, Albatross have it. No, it's sent the other way. Quinnett can't quite pull it out of his skates. Almost a dangerous turnover there, but the Riptide hang with it. Into the offensive end, Petersburg. Excuse me, Kari. Kari a shot. Glove save, Wahlberg. Puck loose though. Klukin has it. He'll race it ahead. Excuse me, Frazier. His pass gloved down by Kari. Kari in. It's a 2-on-1. Oh, and it's tied up from behind. Nice play there by Brissonette. Loose puck on the far wing. Brissonette racing after it. Tries to poke it off the stick, but it's taken away by the Riptide. They head back the other direction. Petersburg in. Drops for Malloy. Malloy firing. Save Wahlberg. Puck to the corner. Riptide recover. Steinbach a shot. Glove down. Steinbach on the rebound, but blocked in front by Ostapina. Now Malloy has it off the far boards. He plays it around the boards for Steinbach. Steinbach trying to work it towards the net. Right out front, Gilbert has it, trying to get a free stick on it. Oh, and he puts it over the net. Right out front, but Gilbert can't quite get it low enough for the net. To the point, but not out, held in by Malloy. Turned back the other way for Brissonette. He'll sling it up to center. Brissonette giving way for Brandvold. Doesn't quite work out how they drew it up, but in any case, they're still into the offensive zone. Brandvold has it out of the corner. Brandvold here to the point. Brissonette slings it into the far corner. It takes a bounce favoring the Riptide. Back to center. Paulson will dump it right back in and go off for a change. 8:06 still on the clock. Period number 1. Here's Malloy out of the corner. Played up and ahead for Pronch now. Giving way for Gilbert. Gilbert tries to work it in, but Brissonette pushes it back to center. Dumped back into the Albatross. All turned over right out in front. Pronch now opportunity, but Ostapina able to hang with it. He gets it ahead to Brissonette. Tipped in by Frazier all the way into the corner. Takes a bounce below the net here. Frazier working to free it up, trying to get it out front. Frazier on the back door for Gretty. Gretty gets shot. Oh, blocked out front. What an opportunity there for the Albatross. Back door wide open. There's the Riptide now up the boards to the points and trickling out to center. Petersburg now for Kari. Kari loses it and it skates a bit and it heads back the other way for the Albatross. 7:08 still to go, period number 1. Schuler off the boards and ahead into the offensive zone. Shot on, through the crease but wide. Out of the blue line, back to center. Frazier fights for it, gets it ahead now for Lee. Lee can't quite get it through the defense, and Gritty able to hold his own. Will just fling it on net. And holding onto it? No, letting it go. No holding onto it. Oh, getting a little tricky there. The official was ready to go with the whistle, but you gotta cover it for the actual whistle, but Neeson thought about playing it out to his defenders, but decided against it. In any case, face-off coming up here now, 6:42, still to go, period number 1. Puck tipped back the other way, slung towards the net. Oh, it's under his pad! And we get a whistle here. So Neeson just able to get his pad down on top of that one. Shot almost trickled through. All right, everybody lining up at the near side face-off dot. It'll be Brandvold and Petersburg on the draw. Poked ahead by Petersburg, taken to the point by Brandvold though. Klukin gets it down to the hash marks. Malloy battling for it. Flung into the corner for Brandvold. He takes a look, gets it out front. Oh, and Rude almost had another opportunity. Gresh off the far wing to the point, dumps it back in. Now below the goal line here, taken away by Malloy. He plays it off the boards, tipped back to center. No, Ostapina able to hold his own. Finally out to center, diving for it, Petersburg, but no one's going to go all the way for an icing. So, face-off will come back down to the Riptide end. Oh, what's this? I'm being told from the guys in the truck to let everyone know that they should mash, mash the subscribe button. So if you know what that means, you should do that. The guys in the truck are also telling me to like the like button. Like the like button? What does that even mean? Oh, it's a YouTube thing they're telling me. Okay, so I guess there's some buttons on YouTube, and you should push those buttons if you're familiar with the buttons. Back to center, Riptide in, offensive end. Quinnett weaving at the top of the circle towards the net, right on the back door. Oh, and Prochnow with an opportunity, but it's stolen away by Frazier. Out front for Brissonette, he fights through center. Steinbach freeing it up. Back the other way now for the Riptide into the offensive zone. Klukin tries to play it up the boards. Oh, it's off Steinbach's helmet. You could hear it clunk all the way up here. And it didn't even sound hollow. Oh, there's Gilbert on the back door. He elevates that one to get that one into the net. I don't know if you even credit Steinbach for the assist for taking it off the head or not, but it's one of those selfless plays that won't show up in the stat sheet. But you know, your teammates sure do appreciate it when you can redirect the puck using your head. It's a good heads-up play. Yeah. All right, we're back. Thank God we're back to live action. All right. Face-off is away. Steinbach fighting for it. Gets it ahead to Gilbert. Gilbert weaving through the defense out front. Gilbert in. Oh, and it's pushed wide of the net. A big save there, but a penalty coming. I think it'll be an interference call. Ostapino will trot to the box, and that'll put the Riptide on the power play for the next minute and 30. Penalty's going to come at 4:51 in period number 1. And it's going to give the Riptide the man advantage. And they've already got 2 tonight. They're looking to extend the lead with this. Of course, maybe the Albatross, able to kill a penalty here. That would build some momentum and, I don't know, maybe even a shorthanded goal. Lots of excitement in store for us with this penalty that's now on the clock. And face-off is away. Gilbert backdoor Steinbach. His shot saved by Wahlberg and dumped all the way down. That'll run some time off on the penalty. Albatross looking good so far here. Oh, turned over right out in front. Grady read that pretty well, weaving in. Oh, and he just loses the handle. Oh, boy, there's an opportunity short-handed for the Albatross. Gilbert tries to get it out, but it rolls off his stick. Finally back to center, turned over, though. And here's Brandvold in. Brandvold flushed to the corner. He gets one out front. Grady gets shot, saved by Neeson. Oh, boy, he'll get a glove on that one. So Albatross pressuring a little bit here on this penalty kill. It's short-handed for the next 54 seconds for them. All right. Frazier and Petersburg on the draw, tipped away. Won by the Riptide to center now. Racing in Petersburg. Oh, with speed. Swatted away, though, by Gresh. A nice defensive play. Back to Petersburg. A shot. Oh, rebound loose, but Kari couldn't get a stick on it. To the point now. D to D. Here's Malloy. Malloy firing. Oh, a pass. Rink wide. Kari to the point again. A lot of puck movement here with 30 seconds remaining on the penalty. Malloy, a shot. It's tipped wide. Kari had a chance on it, but he would have had to have had swatted out of midair. And it's sent all the way back down by the Albatross. One more time off the penalty. 16 seconds remaining for Ostapina in the box. He looks quite lonely in there. Here's Kari, drop pass, shots, and high and hard over the net. Turned over, Petersburg racing after it. Penalty expires, 5 aside now. Right up front for Kari, he scores! Oh, Tyler Kari left alone right in the slot, and no doubt about that. He finishes for a third Riptide goal. Riptide's goal? Riptide goal. Goal number 3 for the blue team. That one's going to come at 3:17 here, period number 1. Face off 1 to Quinette. He chips it ahead. And just a bit too far. It'll be an icing call. So that icing call is going to bring us all the way down to Chris Neeson's end. Things have been a bit quiet down there for him. He gets set up, glove up and ready. Face off away to the boards. Petersburg has it. He chips it out to center, but right to Ostapina, who hustles after it. Down to 3 minutes now, period number 1. Sent back the other way. The guy who looks suspiciously like Troy Quinette plays it up and ahead. Klukin now below the goal line. Tries to get it up the board. Stolen away, though. Centering pass. Oh, and it's off a couple sticks. Headed back the other direction now. Frazier could be all alone. Frazier in. Quinette, a nice defensive play to break that up. Puck turned over. Paulson a shot, but a nice save from Neeson. Keeps that out of the back of the net, so heck of a job there by the Riptide's netminder to keep his team at the 3-goal advantage. Both teams on the draw. Faceoff is away. Ooh, it's poked way back into the Albatross zone. Everybody has to go back to get it. Shoveled into the zone by Brandvold. It takes a bounce out of the corner. Lee working for it, but it's stolen away by Leisring. To the point for Ostapina. Ostapina's shot. Ooh, glove down there by Leisring. That hurts. I'm going to go to the bench if I'm him. Yep. And he does. Ostapina shot, but it's blocked. Gilbert after it. Separates from the puck with body position. Grady frees it up, though. And the guy who looks suspiciously like Troy Quinette able to get it out of the zone. Ahead for Gilbert. Back is Brissonette. Gilbert trying to work it through, but Brissonette able to get a skate boot on it to at least block it. To the point for Malloy here. Off the far wing, work down low. 1.5 to go in period 1. Gilbert's out front, puck in the feet. Up and ahead for Grady now. Albatross through center. Man, Grady just a bit offside. Brandbold maybe, I don't know, what do you call it? Tipped? Persuaded to be offside. We'll call it that. Face-off coming up here from center. 1:16 still to go, period number 1. Frazier and Petersburg on the draw. It's poked all the way in by Frazier towards the net. Off the far boards. Tipped away to the near corner. No icing, says the official. Tipped on its way in, and that brings us down to 1 minute left in period 1. Puck to center, dumped back in by Petersburg. To the point. Back to center again. Malloy dumping it right back in. Brissonette tries to play it up the boards. It's turned over though. Back turned over the other way. Brissonette fires it towards Klukin. Klukin has it. 22 seconds. Turned over at center again. And well offside. I don't think Petersburg saw Schuler. 18 seconds left in the period. We'll get a face-off here from center. Brandbold and Petersburg. It's poked into the zone by Petersburg. D to D. Ostapina has it. Ahead for Brandbold. Oh, it's off a skate boot. It rolls into the corner. 10 seconds left. Gilbert moves it up and ahead, and that might be an icing call. And it is. Icing call with 2 seconds left. That's just rude. Who does that? So it'll bring us a face-off back down to the offensive zone for the Albatross. We'll see who's taking the draw here. Brandbold, maybe a shot off the face-off. Brandbold tries to get it off, but no dice. So there you have it. Through 1, it's Riptide 3, Albatross 0. But don't go anywhere. We got the whole second period coming up after this. It's FMA Hockey. Oh, look out, everybody. We got a second period coming right at you. It's like coming directly for you. Face-off is away. Klukin plays it to center. Turned over by Gilbert into the offensive end. Gilbert fakes a shot. Instead plays it off Punchnow's stick. held in by the guy that looks suspiciously like Quinnett. Ostapina with it back the other way, though, with speed. Ostapina in, pestered by Quinnett. Can't quite get a shot away below the goal line here. Frazier plays it ahead. It's turned over, back the other direction. Franch now will hustle after it, watched by Klukin. Frazier has it. He'll look to set up out of the Albatross end to center for Brissonette. Chris Brissonette puts a shot on, glove down though by Neeson. So face off coming up out of the Riptide end. 14-17 still on the clock. Period number 2. Faceoff is away to the wall. Brissonette has it. D-to-D for Klukin. Klukin puts a shot on, tipped, but it's wide. Petersburg from behind the net. Plays it off the boards and around. Pokes over the blue line. Swept back in by Greddy. Back to center, though. Into the offensive end for the Riptide. Driving the net. Big save, Wahlberg. Puck loose out front. Another save by Wahlberg. It deflects up over the net. To the point, Malloy pinching, but it's back to center. Hustling after it, Brandvold. He's got some speed. Brandvold in. Oh, nice defensive play to sweep it away. Back door. Oh, and it's just out of reach of Greddy. He tries to center. It's tipped. Puck into the near boards. Poked out of the zone by Kari. Full speed after it. Schuler steps into support. Centering pass across. Petersburg a shot. Oh, and it's off the post. Oh, you could just hear it tip the outside of the post. Back to center now. Brandvold works his way through Malloy. He slings it towards the net. Lee can't get to it before Leisering, though, and Leisering heads up ice for the Riptide. 13:06 still to play, period 2. Leisering driving the net, getting a shot off. Blocker save Wahlberg. That one's up and into the air. Out of the corner now. Leisering tying up with Brissonette. Out front. Rude has it. Pestered at center. He works it ahead. Gresh has it out of the corner here. Centering. Oh, Brissonette fanned on the shot. Oh, all alone in the slot. Steinbach hustling back the other way, watched by Ostapina. Out of the corner here. Steinbach tries to get it to the point. Ostapina getting the better angle on it, able to chip it back to the point. Now to center. Turned over. Gresh has it. No, it's thrown back the other way. Riptide. Back and forth at center. Gresh flings it in. He'll go off for a change. With the far boards, Leisering looks after it. Can't quite free it up. He's pestered from behind by Brandvold. Oh, tipped the other way. Stolen by Brandvold. He slings it ahead for Frazier. Oh, it's just out of his reach, though. He'll get to it to beat the icing. Frazier from below the goal line gets it right up front. It's tipped, and it rolls through the crease. Paulson plays it down low again for Frazier. Out of the far corner this time. To the point. Ostapina. Ostapina shovels it to the net. Taking the other way, Steinbach maybe. No, first two at Brissonette. Almost able to get Steinbach on a stretch pass. Tipped into the zone. Malloy tries to get it out. It's held in, though. Nice play there by Brissonette. Back the other direction. Frazier up the boards for Paulson. Paulson tries to sling it in. It ends up on the tape of Brandvold from below the goal line. He tries to get it back for Paulson. It's out of his reach, though. Kari on a give and go. Up the boards and out. Towards the net. Out front. No, tied up. The pass doesn't land on friendly tape. Here's Brissonette out of the corner now. Sent all the way down by Klukin, and that'll be an icing call. So that'll bring us back to the Albatross end at 10:25, period 2. And that icing call is going to be brought to you by Urban Toad Media. From business cards to billboards, headshots, commercial, and product photography, Urban Toad Media produces quality marketing materials that reflect the high standards of your business. Make a statement with professional graphic design and photography from Urban Toad Media. Visit urbantoadmedia.com. And out of the corner, Brissonette launches that puck into the stands. So we'll get a new puck, and we'll get another face-off, and we'll go from there. Of course, that whole bit is a penalty at the NHL level, but this rulebook here in the Fargo Moorhead Adult Hockey Club is closer to a high school rulebook, so no delay of game penalty if the puck gets flung into the stands out of the defensive end. Both teams jostling for it at center. Petersburg has it, tries to play it ahead. Brissonette off a skate for Klukin, off the near wing for Lee, tipped forward. Petersburg first to it though. Grady has it, Giroy. Off the boards, Kari works for it, gets it to center. Ahead for Schuler now. Schuler in, a shot on, and saved by Wahlberg. That'll get us another face-off out of the Albatross end. 9:36 still to go here, period number 2. Face-off is away. Malloy has it. Played all the way around the boards, and back to center it goes. So everyone will reset. Gresh for checking on that one. Brandvold picks up the puck. Oh, blocker saved by Neeson. Puck loose. Oh, and pushed around the boards by Gresh. Rube tries to fight it. Brandvold from the slot for Gresh. Gresh shoots, save Neeson. Holy cow. What a save by Neeson to keep that out of the net. Wide open on the back door was Gresh, but a big save from Neeson keeps his team with the 3-goal advantage. Holy cow, that save comes at 9:09 in period number 2. The team set on the draw. Faceoff is away. It's played way out to no man's land. And it's got enough on it for icing, so we'll go all the way back down to the Riptide end, and we'll do it again. Sort of a do-over almost. Kind of like a mulligan maybe. Face up away. Malloy ahead again. He does it. 2 icings in a row from Joe Malloy. Oh, this one's on net. It doesn't count. Back to get it, Ostapina. Working ahead. There's Paulson at the blue line all alone. Brady Paulson in. He shoots. He scores. Brady Paulson finishes on the breakaway. What a play. And the Albatross fan section goes wild for Paulson. So that changes our score now. It's Riptide 3, Albatross 1. That goal comes at 8:39 in period number 2. Both teams set from center. Albatross will win it. D to D. Ostapina ahead. He'll dump that into the zone. Back to get it. Lies ring. Right on net. The save by Neeson Lee. He tries to get it away, but he's tied up out front by the guy that looks suspiciously like Troy Quinnett. To the point now. Oh, and Brissonette fanned on it. He's pressured heavily by Petersburg. Petersburg coming away with it, tries to dump it into the zone. It's off a stick, wobbling awkwardly in. Back out to center where Liesring handles. Kari slings that one into the zone. Hustling after it is. Oh, offside there, just a bit too early. Oh. What a shame. What a shame. That's a silly rule anyway, that offside thing. Just let somebody camp out in front of the goaltender. Can you do that in basketball? Is that a thing that you can do? So just hang out on the other side of the court? Yeah, because somebody inbounds the ball and then does a thing. I don't know. That's what terrifies me about other sports. Like, it's possible for baseball to just go on forever. Like, it could be that neither team scores and it just never ends. But that's why hockey's such a great sport. Anyway, puck dumped in by the Albatross. Gresh hustles after it. Quinnett back for it. Oh, Quinnett goes down in a big heap. To the point, held in by Brissonette. Racing around the boards. Watched by Pronch now. Brissonette gives down low for Gresh. Gresh for Brandvold. Back for Gresh. Across. Oh boy. Nobody there to take advantage of it. Pronch now on the far wing. Through center. Riptide ahead. Dump back to center. Brandvold all alone. Austin Brandvold in all by himself. He shoots. Oh, a big paddle save from Neeson. What a play by the Riptide goaltender. Holy cow. Paulson a shot, but it's a little bit wide. Albatross still control. Ostapina spins and fires. It's blocked by Malloy. Joe Malloy looks to get set up here. Plays to center. Right back for Ostapina. Both tangling up at the center red line. Finally, Gilbert comes away with it. Gilbert puts a shot on it. It's a bit wide. Pronch now out of the corner. Back to the point, Malloy. Joe Malloy down low. Towards the net, loose out front. Oh, and Steinbach fanned on the shot. He was all alone on the back doorstep. Gilbert out of his own end, looks for Steinbach. Swatted out of the air by Paulson. What a good play there. It's a 3-on-1. Paulson's shot. Blocker save Neeson to the corner for Frazier. Frazier looking to get it out front, but it's blocked into the far corner. Steinbach after it. Gilbert dumps that one in. Ooh, and Wahlberg has to get it with the glove after the weird bounce.
Put your glasses, old man.
Sorry, I had to yell at a fan here in the. I don't know if you guys know this here on the live stream chat, but FMA superfan Ron is in the building, physically in the building. Watch out, everybody. Ahead for Brandvold. Brandvold in. Brandvold a shot, too, and it's off the blocker, off the crossbar, I think, and up into the netting, safety netting. So that'll get us a face-off coming up here and a new puck, I think. Calling for a new puck. Scorer's going over for the puck into the cooler. It's a black one. Why is the puck always black anyway? Oh yeah, I'm being told from the guys in the truck that it's contrasts against white because it would be dumb to have a white puck on a white ice sheet. This is why the guys in the truck get paid the big bucks to answer these questions. D for Brissonette off the far wing. He puts a shot on, ooh, into the pads, but Neeson gets a glove on it for a whistle. So face-off coming up to his left. Still 5:08 to go in period number 2. Albatross are the only goal in the period so far. It's Riptide 3, Albatross 1 for those of you that maybe can't see the score. Towards the net, right out front. Gloved out of the air, but sent back the other way. Kari has it here. He looks to get set up. Back to center. Brissonette able to free it up. Into the offensive end. Joey Brissonette off the far wing, watched by Kari. Brissonette right out front. Oh, and it's through everyone. From the far wing, Lee to the point. Ostapina. Ostapina, a shot. Blocker save Neeson. Puck center on the boards. G-Roy hustling after it. Out front, the shot. Save Neeson. Still loose off the cross. Ah, finally they get it in. Lee finishes on it. Ostapina hit one off the post and it bounced right to Lee. And Lee scores, and that brings us to within 1. It's now Riptide 3, Albatross 2. That goal is going to come at 4:17 in period number 2. All right. Face-off is away. Back to center. Tipped ahead by Pronch now. Malloy with a look. He fires. Blocker save. Wahlberg. Puck loose. Malloy on a wraparound. He scores. Detective Joe Malloy with the celly. He scores. What a play there. And the strike back for the Riptide. I don't know if you know this, folks, but Joe Malloy, he's my neighbor. And he tells me he's been skating down in the little, what do you call it? It's the drainage ditch type thing where it's got the river, but it's like a river thing, but it's got ice. And that's his secret, like, hockey training facility where he goes to just, like, meditate and skate and do all kinds of stuff. It's right by our houses, so it's, like, easy access. You can get right to it. It's right there. Ice is pretty pristine because who in the right mind would go skating in a drainage ditch, but that's what helps him stay sharp during the off season, I guess, or the on season, I guess, because it's in the middle of the season. What do you call it during the season? All right, thank God we're back to live action. 3:40 still to go. Period number 2 turned over. Steinbach has to put the full brakes on at the blue line to avoid the offside. That allows the Albatross to control. Dumped in by Rude. It rolls around the boards. Back to get it is Gilbert. He takes a look now out of the corner. Ahead for Pronch now. Poked the other way by Klukin. Back for Gilbert. Into the offensive end. Gilbert spinning. Tries to get it for Pronch now. Tying up with some sticks up front. A shot from Steinbach is deflected into the corner. Ostapina flings that high and to center. It might have enough on it. No. Icing, says the official. So the guy that looks suspiciously like Troy Quinnett back to get it. Played ahead for Steinbach. In for Gilbert. Back the other way. Right across. Oh, but swatted out of the air by Brandvold. Played around the corner. Ahead. Brandvold in. Alone. Brandvold. Oh, and tied up from behind by Petersburg. We're going to get a penalty here. And I think it'll be a hook. We'll wait for the hand sign. It is a hook. It's a hook. They're going to send him to the box for the next minute 30. He's going in the wrong penalty box. Why would you do that? I don't know. I guess that's fine. I guess you can walk over to the other side. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't. It's irrelevant. I digress. 2:29 the time of the penalty, and faceoff is away. It's iced down the other end. That'll run some time off the power play. Riptide looking to kill the penalty. Albatross getting set up behind their own net. Ahead for Brandvold. Now for Frazier. Back for Brandvold. Paulson right up front to the corner. Frazier centering, but it's blocked by Kari, and Kari pokes that out and all the way down. That'll run some more time off the penalty. Wahlberg out to get it. Sets it up for Klukin, and the Albatross back the other way. 50 seconds left on the penalty. Brandvold through center. Ahead for Frazier, just out of his reach. It rolls all the way down. Below the goal line here, working towards the net. A shot, but saved by Neeson. And jumps to the point. Held in by Ostapina. Good defensive play there. Frazier has it. He takes a look out front for Paulson. Paulson tied up, though. Can't do anything with it. To the point, Ostapina. He walks down low. Ostapina with some space, getting it out front, but a big pad save from Neeson. Puck to the corner here. 16 seconds left on the penalty. Puck moved up and ahead. Held in by Brandvold. He gets to the point for Brissonette. Brissonette's shot deflected once on the stick of Malloy, and he'll send it all the way down. That'll do it for time on the penalty. We're back to 5 aside. 1 minute remaining in the period. Up the board, Steinbach with a look. Tries to get it out front, but it's blocked by a skate. Brissonette ahead now for Paulson. Back for Joey Brissonette. Joey in for Lee. Off the post, all right through the crease again. Opportunity there for the Albatross. Back the other way now with 38 seconds. Riptide in. Spinning a backhander, puck loose and sprawling onto this Wahlberg for the whistle. Holy cow. What a sequence there. Both teams trading blows late here in period number 2. 32 seconds left on the clock here. Quite a bit of time as we get set up. Face-off is away. Ostapina has it. He slings it around the boards. Up and ahead. No one there. That allows Leisering to go back to get it. Leisering watched close by G-Roy. Spinning away from pressure. From behind his own net. Plays it to the guy that looks suspiciously like Troy Quinnett. To center. A bit of a suicide pass, but it sends Prochnow in. To the point. Tipped out back to center. And all the way down for an icing. So that icing is good. That icing comes with 0.1 second left on the clock. And both captains elect to just run time off. That's 2 late period icings. I don't know who does that, who raised these children. But at any rate, that brings us to your end of period number 2. Period number 3 coming up after this. It's FMA hockey. Face-off is away. It's period number 3. We've had a close one so far. So far in this one, it's Riptide 4, Albatross 2. Close game going into period number 3. Both teams get set for the draw. Malloy calling for some strategic arrangements. Sent back to center. Both teams playing it off each other's skates. That sounds painful. Oh, Gilbert with the move over the blue line. Prochnow stepping forward, turn the other way. Albatross, Frazier with some speed. He's got Brandvold with them. Frazier in, Frazier shoots. Save Neeson. Holy cow. What a save there by the Riptide goaltender. That keeps his team at the 2-goal advantage. What a save. That one comes at 14:30, so just barely getting started here with period number 3. Face-off is away out of the corner. Malloy handles, delays, handles. Glove down by Paulson, turned over, sent towards the net, looking for a tip, but it's blocked down out front, off the boards and out to center. Ostapina stepping up, trying to hold it at the center red line. He does. Oh, but it tips into that Riptide bench. So there's a puck gone away into the bench. So both teams set now for the draw from center. It's poked into the Riptide zone. Leisering has it, back to center. Swatted down by Rude, taken away by Petersburg. No, back for Rude. To the blue line, into the offensive end. Rude, a shot, he scores! Rude from the top of the circles. What a shot there to hang with it. He had to fight his way over the blue line and then into the zone and then just fired one on that, a complete laser. And that brings us 2 within 1. Fans going crazy here in the arena for those Albatross, which I've been told can fly for miles and 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 miles. Anyway, faceoff is away, back to center. Ooh, a block by Gresh, but it ticks away to Leisring. Brissonette in for Gresh, wobbling off his stick into the corner. Petersburg has it, swept down low by Chris Brissonette. Shot on, saved by Neeson. Not sure if he saw it, but good positioning there to be ready. A lot of traffic out in front of Neeson. Albatross with the puck down low. Some extracurriculars from Rude out front. And the official's going to take them both. There's no place for that at all. It's just ridiculous on the behalf of both parties. Can you believe that in adult league hockey? This guy's mad in adult league hockey. I think that'll put us 5 aside. It'll be a minute 30 penalties for both of the children. To the point, Brissonette works it down low for G-Roy. G-Roy, a shot blocked by Gilbert to the far point. Ostapina shoots and scores! Ostapina! That one's going to come at 13:03. And don't go anywhere, folks. That one's going to tie this one up at 4. You can hear them. There's the Albatross fan section just going crazy. Making all kinds of noises. I wish we had some kind of dance cam here, because there is a child that is doing like an absolute just dance of a dance. I don't even know how to describe it. It looked like an Albatross. Yeah, like flapping the arms like a thing. Like, it was good. It was a good dance. Anyway, back to hockey. Brandvold now to center. Just over the stick of Lee. That one's going to roll all the way down. No icing, so Malloy will fire it back to center. The other way, Ostapina has it. Played ahead. G-Roy gives away for Brandvold. Brandvold shovels it on that, sticked away by Neeson. G-Roy out of the corner. Towards the net, swatted away by Malloy. Up ahead, oh, it trickles over Brissonette's stick. Steinbach hustling after it. Josh Steinbach with speed. Down below the goal line, tries to fight it out of his skates. He gets it for Gilbert. Gilbert, oh, centering. Oh, it's off the post. It's out. What a play there. Not sure who actually stopped it, if it was Wahlberg or if it was his defenseman trying to just block the angle, but at any rate, a good team defense there. Puck back to center for the Albatross, into the offensive end. Frazier working his way towards the net, tied up from behind. That'll be a penalty on Kari. So I think they'll get Kari for a hook. And penalty time has expired on the other two children, so they exit. And this will be a power play now for the Albatross. That one's going to come at 11:37. 11:37, the time of the penalty, period number 3. In what is now a tie game, Albatross on the man advantage. Shot blocked, Ostapina D-to-D for Klukin. Klukin walks in, shooting, and saved by Neeson. It kicks below the goal line. From behind the net, Brissonette blocks that one. To the point, Schuler has it here. He's got some time. He'll get it out in the head for Petersburg. Over his stick, though, he recovers from the far wall, puts a shot on, saved by Wahlberg, and they'll get the glove on that one for a whistle. So, face-off coming up now out of the Albatross end. 1:05 remaining in the penalty. 11:12 remaining in what is a tied period. Face-off is away off the far wing. Frazier has it to center. into the offensive end. Frazier firing, pad save, Neeson, rebound loose, but Petersburg first to it, and he'll fire that one all the way down to run more time off the penalty. Klukin calling for it. He gets set up here, plays to Paulson off the near wing. A bit of a heavy pass, and then rolls off his stick. Klukin back for Paulson through center into the offensive zone. Brady Paulson takes a look, firing, blocked out front. Tipped, another blocker saved by Neeson. That one bouncing now to Quinnett. Quinnett tries to get it out, stolen by Joey Brissonette. Joey Brissonette in, he shoots, rebound loose. Oh, right out front, oh, and over a stick. Now Petersburg to center. 13 seconds left on the penalty. Frazier and Petersburg tying up. Petersburg down low, he shoots. Oh, it's off the side of the net, it's loose. It's in! It's in. The rebound was loose. I'm not sure who got it, poked it in, but that'll be a short-handed goal for the Riptide. That one's going to come at 10-11 in the period. Oh, boy, didn't see that coming. All right. 4 seconds left on the penalty. Faceoff is away. It's worked free by Joe Malloy. Into the zone. Malloy fires, but Wahlberg. Oh, he stolen away though. Stolen away by Gilbert. It's worked free. Penalty is over. It's 5 aside. Joey Brissonette ahead for Rude. Rude fishes it out of his skates. Played down low for Kari. Kari has it. Pestered a bit, but he works it ahead to Gilbert. Gilbert through center. He's got Steinbach with him. Gilbert in to the point. With time, a look, a block by Rude. What a good defensive play there. Tipped back to center, and then that'll come back in offside. So a whistle and a face-off coming up here. Oh, and the official is taking an unsportsmanlike penalty on Schuler. Apparently Schuler jawing a little bit at the official from the bench, so that'll cost him and his team a penalty. It'll put the Albatross on the man advantage again. Last time it didn't quite pan out for them, though. They gave up a shorthanded goal, surrendered a shorthanded goal and the tie. So, of course, now it's Riptide 5, Albatross 4. But they are on the power play again, so I take it back. No, what's happening? They have 5 on the ice. They're waving Pronch now back to the bench. Yeah. Yep. And there we go. So, man advantage for the Albatross. Penalty kill in effect for the Riptide. Puck flung out of the zone by the Riptide. Back to get it is Wahlberg. He sets it up for Brissonette. Joey Brissonette ahead for Lee. Into the offensive zone, here's Lee. Drops for G-Roy. G-Roy towards the net, but he's tied up on the shot, and it's flung all the way back down by the Riptide. Wahlberg out to get it one more time. He'll set up for Ostapina. 56 seconds left on the penalty. G-Roy swatted off his stick by Kari. Played back to G-Roy. Into the offensive end. G-Roy is shot glove down by Neeson. So face-off coming up now to his left. 8:33 left in the period. 43 seconds left in the penalty. Faceoff is away. It's into the corner. Malloy has it. He'll rifle it along the boards. Held in by Brissonette. Good defensive keep there. It's worked down low for Frazier. Frazier has it to the point. Klukin. Klukin fires, but it's blocked. It'll roll back to center. Brissonette first to it. Pressured by Petersburg. Petersburg frees it up. Peter tries the center, but Brandvold first to it there for Paulson off the near wing. Paulson in. He tries to get it ahead for Brandvold. Pass doesn't connect, and the puck slung back out to center. 9 seconds left on the penalty as Brissonette sets up. Now for Klukin, Albatross tag up, dumped back in and around. Malloy out of the corner here. Freed up by Brandvold, though, below the goal line. Back for Frazier. Frazier, a shot saved by Neeson. Puck loose, back to Frazier. Frazier, a shot hard over the net, though. Petersburg has it, played ahead, not out though. Finally the Riptide able to recover. They charge through center. Off the far wing for Schuler, out of the box after the penalty. Back towards the net, a shot rifled on, but a big save by Wahlberg. So face-off coming up out of the Albatross end. Halfway through period number 3, 7:22 still to go on the clock. Riptide lead by 1. A lot of barking from the fans here in the stands. A lot of chatter. It's good to see. It's good to see that fan engagement. Back to center. Leisring recovers. Played up the boards for Steinbach. Off for Gilbert now towards the net. Gilbert, tries to get fancy, but Klukin reads it the whole way and swats it back to center. Steinbach up and ahead for Gilbert. Working towards the net, watched closely by Ostapina. Back to the point for the guy that looks suspiciously like Quinnett. The guy that looks suspiciously like Troy Quinnett scores! That's going to extend the Riptide lead now to 2. And that's going to make it Riptide 6, Albatross 4. That goal is going to come at 6:55 in period number 3. Holy cow, what kind of action have we had here in this third period? Face-off is away. Leisring has to hustle back to get it. He's watched closely by Giroy. Off the near wing for Steinbach. Now for Gilbert. Gilbert ahead. Weaving, shooting, just wide of the net. Was thinking about the top corner, but couldn't quite make it work. Shot from Quinnett. Bounces off a defender and into the end boards. Now dumped all the way down by the Albatross. That'll be an icing, says the official, so that'll bring play back to the Albatross end. And it'll give us a chance to tell you about Urban Toad Media. From business cards to billboards, headshots, commercial and product photography, Urban Toad Media produces quality marketing materials that reflect the high standards of your business. Make a statement with professional graphic design and photography from Urban Toad Media. Visit urbantoadmedia.com. Face-off is away. It trickles its way to the point. Malloy down low for Kari. Kari now back to the point. Malloy. Malloy trying to weave in. Gets a shot away. Loose out front. Petersburg tries to get to it. Played off the boards and around. A shot from the point. Tipped out front, but it's wide into the corner. Lee will shovel that way out of the zone, and that's going to be another icing call. So that'll bring play once again back to the Albatross end. And even 6 minutes left. 6:00 on the clock. It'll be Petersburg and Brissonette on the draw. Petersburg wins it to the point. Shoveled towards the net. Swatted away, though, by Ostapina. Now Giroy ahead for Lee, who it bounces off his skate, though, into the offensive end. Cornette plays it up the boards. Petersburg stolen off his stick, though. Dump pass, but the Riptide able to come away with it. Kari now for Petersburg. On the give and go. Petersburg into the offensive end, driving the net. Petersburg all alone. He shoots. Big save, Wahlberg. Puck loose off the side of the net and stuck in the backside of the net. I mean the backside, like from the back, not as though it had went to the front and was in the back. Not a goal. So, face-off coming up. 5:27 still to play, third period. One to the point. Leisring now for Quinnett. And just a bit early, so we'll do it again, this time from the other dot. Ostapina now after the face-off win for the Albatross. Ahead for Frazier. Frazier puts a shot on. It's off the stick of Quinet and deflects up into the glass. Paulson a shot. Big save there with the pad from Neeson. Down low is Brandbold. Centering. Ooh, and a good read there by Leisring to break that up. Gilbert through center. Chips it around Ostapina into the offensive end. Spinning. Flicking it right through the crease. Steinbach recovering off the near wing. Back to the far side. Quinet a shot. Save Wahlberg. Big save there. And Ostapina is just going to wobble that one up and ahead to relieve some of the pressure. Back the other way, it's offside, says the official, and touched by Frazier, so that'll bring us a face-off back to center. So 4:37 still to go in the period. Riptide lead by 2. It's Riptide 6, Albatross 4. Face-off is away. It's up and into the air. Everyone's swatting after it. Finally, it comes free to Klukin. Klukin plays it across to Brissonette. Brissonette up and ahead. There's no friendly tape there. No icing, says the official. And Malloy cannons that around the boards. It's held in at the point, though. Off the far board, Schuler. Schuler in. Dragging around Klukin. Out front, though, a deflection, and it wobbles wide of the net. Way up into the air. It's cleared out of the zone by the Albatross. Riptide first to it, though. Down to 4 minutes remaining in period number 3. Kari rink wide, tipped, and into the offensive zone go the Riptide. Driving the net, a shot. It's blocked, and it's way up into the safety netting, so that'll get us another whistle and a face-off. Coming up. Face-off is away. It's off the end boards. Back to get it is Klukin out of the near corner. Pressured by Steinbach. He sends it up the boards. Held in by Leisring for the Riptide. Puck moved down low, right out front, but stolen away by Ostapina. Ostapina can't get it through Gilbert. Gilbert alone from the slot. Back door for Leisring, and a diving Brandvold breaks that up. What an effort there from Austin Brandvold. G-Roy working through center. Finds Lee, back for G-Roy. Towards the net, left down though by Leisring and sent back to center. 3:05 still to go in the period. Puck tipped ahead, no, stolen away by the guy that looks suspiciously like Troy Quinet. Now Gilbert tries to get it towards the net, but it's stolen away by Klukin. Out of the zone, G-Roy has it. Gets it ahead for Brandvold. Brandvold in, he shoots. Big save from Neeson. Holy cow. Oh no, up front for Lee, and another save from Neeson. Oh, what a series there by Neeson to preserve the 2-goal lead. What an effort there. 2:43 still to go in period number 3. Face-off is away. Ostapina holds the point. Malloy has it. Played up the boards and around for Schuler, but first to it, Joey Brissonette. Frazier golfs one in. Brissonette up the boards. Both teams tying up for it, losing it in their feet. Finally, the Riptide able to come away with it. Schuler in. Schuler puts a shot on. Nice block there by Brissonette. Also smart to block your moneymaker with the glove. Puck out of the zone. Ostapina. No, Kari works it free. Loses a bit of an edge. Recovers. Brissonette able to get to it. He'll send it around the boards. 1:45 still to go in the period. We'll keep an eye on Wahlberg and see if he leaves early. To the far wing, Ostapina ahead for Paulson, out of his reach though, and that'll be an icing call. So icing call there. Face-off coming back down to the Albatross end with 1:33 still on the clock here. Period number 3. Faceoff is away. Ostapina handles. Plays it around the boards. He's looking for Paulson. Doesn't quite connect though. Leisering dumps it back in, and that'll be offside. So faceoff coming up now from neutral ice. 1:24 still to go in the period. Both centermen are ready. Faceoff is away. Gilbert has it. Back for Leisering. Working over the center red line. Into the offensive end. Leisering there. Puts a shot on. Saved by Wahlberg. And he'll get a glove on it for a whistle. Faceoff now again out of the Albatross end. 109 still on the clock. Well, you got to wonder if the Albatross are able to get the puck into the offensive end. Maybe they're able to pull a goaltender. Haven't quite been able to do it though, because the Riptide have been able to maintain the pressure. Shot from Steinbach deflected away into the corner. Ostapina tries to get it to the center ice, but it's held in by Malloy, and he'll dump it all the way around the boards. Steinbach hustling after it. Both teams tying up for it. Finally levered free by Rude. Back to center for Ostapina. Ostapina in, spins away from pressure. Wahlberg still in his crease. Down low into the corner. 41 seconds left. Gilbert comes away with it. Gets it back to center. Here's Gilbert now. Into the offensive end. Puts a shot on. Nice block from Klukin, and the puck kicks to the corner. 29 seconds left in the period. Klukin out of the corner. Plays it all the way around, out of the reach of any friendly sticks, though. Held in at the point. Gresh trying to free it up. Finally, it comes loose and ahead for Rude. 10 seconds left at the blue line. Stolen away by Malloy. Into the offensive end. Joe Malloy in. The shot on over the net, hard off the inboards. 3 seconds left at center, and that will do it. There it is, folks. There's your final through one. What a close game we had there. Lots of excitement in period 3. Final score from 1 is Riptide 6, Albatross 4. Don't go anywhere, though, folks. We'll be back very shortly with the Red Caps taking on a very handsome Sea Crates team. Stay tuned for that one. In the meantime, it's FMA Hockey. Check out all the rest at fmahockey.com, and we'll see you in just a few moments.